Welcome back to another episode of The Devil's Mic. This is your host, Johnny Zapata. And today we're here with the man, award-winning artist, jack of all trades. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And man behind the Madison up-and-coming record label, Kingside Records, Gabe Saldivar. How's it going, man?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
Good, bro. He comes from Florida, so but you're no stranger to the Lone Star State. So let's talk about that. You've been in the music game for over 20 years, beginning back in, from the launch of Terror Crew Records back in '99, you said, in Dallas. And then you also played with Rivethead, yep. And they're award-winning. And tell us about the creation of Kingside and what made you want to embark on this journey.
Kingside came from the idea, basically from Saldivar Social. If you look at my site at Saldivar Social, I make huge rings, and I'm always look at things as I'm always feel like I'm the king of everything that I do. And so when I started Kingside, I didn't want it to just be like a metal label. I wanted it to be where I can, rappers and all that kind of things as well. So with the whole king, it's like I want to just take over, and so that's where I got the name Kingside from. And so that's where, everything's based off of right now. Now we have 4 bands on the label, and they're all from Texas. So we're pretty stoked about it. So.
We're stoked about it too, and it's cool to get the backstory on why you chose the name Kingside. You want to be the king. Everybody feels like they're the king. They're on top of the world, and what you guys are doing, y'all are slowly starting to take over not only the Texas scene, but hopefully the scene in general. Like you said, not just with metal music, but with rap artists and things like that. Are you looking to sign any rappers or anybody soon, or are you looking or?
Actually, this whole started off as with rappers, but I'm going to leave it at that right now. So I kind of embarked on the whole let's get back into the rock scene, the metal scene, and so right now I'll just kind of put the rap stuff to the side. I want to concentrate on the rock thing, kind of control it first, and then I'll start going on other things like country. And I'm like I said, when I talk about get into things, I want to get into everything: rappers, country, bluegrass, whatever it is. I'm going to take over the shit, man. So
take it over, be the king of it, All right, so let's go ahead and talk about you signing predominantly Texas bands. You got October Roar, Crankfish, Ammo from Our Arsenal recently, Covina, and they all kind of represent a different subgenre within the rock metal genre in itself. Is it the plan to slowly take over the Texas scene, or what's the thought process behind getting these Texas boys?
Those who know me, especially from Dallas, they know that's what they know my plan, and so they know, just like when I did in Dallas when Terror Crew took over, that's what Kingside's ready to do too. So we're able to take over Texas, and then I'll move on from there.
Oh yeah.
So
take it state by state, get you a big old map, mark everywhere off, right? Right on. So what do you look for in a band or an artist to get them with Kingside? What are you're looking for to represent the label?
Actually, just people that are looking to work hard. If you don't look at wanting to work hard, that's the basis of everything. Working hard is what's going to get you to the next level. If you don't have it, I can always tell right from the get-go. I had it when I was in Terror Crew. You had bands that just wanted to get on because we were at the time big, and they didn't want to put the work in. It is what it is, and at the end of the day, you'll see the outcome of your what you put into it. And so just because you get on Kingside doesn't mean we're going to do everything for you. It's like you got to do the footwork, and so that's just basically the footprint for what I look for. It's like bands that are hungry, so that's what
bands that are hungry and bands are looking to be the king of their own town or wherever they come from. Now, where can people find Kingside on social media or online?
So we're you can find us at KingsideRecords.com, but we're on Instagram and Facebook. That's basically the only 2 that I actually hit up on because I've got so many endeavors right now, so I don't have time to be doing everything. I do have some interns and stuff like that as well that help, but right now we're just we're growing pretty fast, and so we're taking it easy at the moment, but as we're trying to take over Texas, so.
Exactly. Now you are growing fast, and what I want to talk about next is, the new year just started, 2020. What are your current short-term goals for Kingside Records?
Actually, I pretty much want to groom the bands that we have right now. I don't plan on I don't want to have like 20 bands by the end of the year or anything like that. So I want to try to help these guys grow, to get on bigger shows, get on some tours, some good tours, and for right now, I'm pretty happy where I'm at. And if anything, if things progress, then they progress, so.
Yeah, just kind of take it as it goes. You don't want, like you say, you don't want to just bite more than what you can handle, take on more than what you can handle. So with that being said, what are your current, long-term goals? What's your vision, end game for, Kingside Records? What are you looking for?
Worldwide domination, man. That's how it is. Like when it comes to the ring game, I do some sick shit in the ring game, and that's what I plan on doing with the record label as well, so.
Yeah, be the king of the world, Jack Dawson, Titanic. Look it up. Nah, just kidding. And while we're on the subject, before we go, I'm gonna talk more about Saldivar Social. Tell us a little bit about, what products you bring with that company and what you do with that company.
So basically, Saldivar Social is, I make huge skull rings, and we do a lot of the big bike shows in Florida. It was one of the main reasons why I moved to Florida, is to actually, embark on that. But we're actually worldwide. I have worldwide customers from Japan and Germany and the UK. I have all over the place. And so, with that being said, it's a full circle with Kingside as well, because I'm able to put, not only, my guys in my rings, but, I have big artists in my rings like Las Pena from El Nino. We got Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. We got Jorge Rosado from Marauder, Eddie Sutton from Leeway, NYC, all New York hardcore, legends. And so, at the end of the day, for me, it's all about marketing. I'm really big about marketing. As you know, Kingside was nothing a couple of months ago, and now you see this shit everywhere here, And so that's what it's about, is marketing for me. And so, it's full circle on Saldivar Social.
Now, what's it like to have, such big names represent your brand, Saldivar Social? Billy Gibbons, like you said, Las Pena, New York hardcore legends. What does it feel like? Did you ever see yourself being able to, represent these guys in a way?
Yes and no. It's one of those things where I just kind of reached out to these guys, and I'm like, hey, think you look good in my jewelry? And they're, like, hell yeah, And so, at the end of the day, like I flew out to New Jersey, met those guys, and, you got Billy Gibbons, Billy Gibbons, probably one of the best knowns here in Texas, And so, yeah, it's like this, right now I don't really have any other people in mind to actually wear my jewelry, but I do have like Yellow Wolf, who's huge in the rap game, he was on Eminem's label, Big Smo, so I got some of those country rap people as well. And so I've kind of hit a lot of the genres, country and all that kind of stuff, country rap. And so at the end of the day, I put people in my rings that I know are going to bring in, extra for me, So, and yeah, I don't know.
And this just goes to show folks that, you reach out to these people if you got what, what it takes to make it big, make it to that next level. If you have the product to show for it, if you're a band and you're looking to, don't be scared to put your music out there. Don't be scared to reach out to these labels, because you never know. You might catch that bite, and hard work pays off. That's the moral of the story. Anything you want to add before we go? Any shout outs you want to give?
Man, yeah, I just want to, like I said before, I want a special thank, like Las Pena, for kind of giving me that boost of what I wanted, and Jorge and Eddie, just be able to hang out with those guys, kind of put a little, put a little ump in my step, and here I am, And so I want to thank those guys a lot, man, because just being able to hang out with those guys, and man, it just, it was kind of surreal, So here we are.
It's an experience to remember, and keep a lookout for Kingside Records. They're slowly on the come up, but they'll be worldwide in no time. Take over the world, king of the world. So keep a lookout for them. Follow them on social media. Check out the bands on their label. We'll go ahead and tag them down in the description below. And yeah, that's all we got for today, man. We appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you finally meeting to them. What I want to show next is their merch. They got merch on their website. Here's a little design that they got right there. And they got the Kingside logo on the back, which is badass, by the way. It's sick. Got the gorilla. Got the patch. Oh, look at that. That's too clean. That's too much sauce. And then we got the black right here, just the black plain Kingside. You can find it on their website. We'll put the website in the description below. And we also got, they got records, man. We got October Roar. Bam. Got Crankfish. And then you also got the Kingside compilation. So go ahead and grab you one. Check out their website. Check out their merchandise, everything, and also check out Saldivar Social as well. Got some sick rings, and find one that's to your liking.
We also have vinyls on there too, man.
Got vinyls. Yo, yeah, vinyls. We got the singles, Skywalker OG, October Roar's single. Go ahead and look on the website. Again, it's in the description below. And yeah, so that's all we got. And again, this is your host. You're tuned into the Devil's Mic. We out.